too.
All right, we're back.
Yeah.
Guess our mics are on.
Yeah, I
Good
guess
thing
so.
we didn't tell them where the hidden treasure was. Okay, we're back here at the GSL Code S, and we just saw a very dominant series, not that different from the series number 1, really.
Yeah, it was really one-sided, like not even an exciting series, to be honest. That happens.
No, it's
gotta give it to you straight,
not
guys.
every game is going to be epic. I mean, that game was
that
like
would undervalue the epic games.
That would.
Because we're going to have epic games, and they're going to come from this series.
Just like you can't have winners without losers.
That's right. Some people win, some people lose.
And we're going to see who's going to be a winner here.
Tasteless, he's a winner. Okay?
Who?
Tasteless.
Oh, yeah, I'm a winner.
Yeah.
You're a winner.
Fans.
You know the real winners are, though.
The fans.
The fans. The real winners are the fans of esports.
That's right.
Some nerd at home just got warm fuzzies. He's like, thanks, Tasteless. Drank a little bit of his hot cocoa.
Oh, yeah, hot cocoa, man, on a cold
Then he
day,
puts
walking
Bailey's
stuff.
Irish cream in because he's a man. All right, we're going to game number 1 between these two guys here at GSL. Vegas. And we're on. Introducing our players over here in the bottom left starting location. We've got our Protoss. He is so solid, so scary. Hungry for a GSL Codes Finals. Liquid Hero. And in the upper left, we've got our Zerg player. Just dominating Mario. Very convincing play. Looking like he could very well get out of this group. He is starting curious.
You know, we were actually backstage talking to TLO.
Yeah, TLO's here today.
Yep. Supporting Hero, of course. About what is Hero going to do on this map, Whirlwind. Because Whirlwind is a kind of tricky map for this matchup. So TLO was like, well, I don't really know. I don't think that he really knows yet either. And to which I replied, I think I know. I think he's going to get 3 observers and then take a 3rd base while starting Immortal production because...
That's what everybody's done ever since the dawn of Starcraft 2.
Yeah, it's the map. The thing is, it's so big that even if you go for really mobile stuff, like let's say you go for Blink Stalkers or you go for Stargate units or something, right? It's so big that you can't really cover all your ground anyways.
We've got a nerd in a Halloween costume in the audience.
That's right.
I don't think we're going to get in our stream, but that's a good costume.
Yeah, that is.
That's the Joker, right? Yeah, he's the Joker.
I thought you were the Joker.
I thought I was too. I was wrong.
Oh, well.
Turns out I'm the Scarecrow. I'm the one that didn't get enough enough props.
That's why you're always wearing the burlap bag on your head.
I actually thought the Scarecrow was a great actor in that movie, by the way.
Oh, that actor is great.
He was actually really good.
Really good. All right, so Hero going 2 pylons actually before a Nexus. That is a bit rare. And if you do go 2 pylons, normally one's blocking your opponent's hatch. But yeah, that was just a little bit different.
I just realized
you went like 18 Nexus.
Yeah, a little bit different here.
Off the 2 pylons.
By the way, we should say actually, Happy Halloween.
Oh, that's right. It's Halloween.
It's Halloween.
See, I keep thinking Halloween's Friday.
Yeah. I'm
having a Halloween party at my house on Friday.
A spooky Halloween party. Where we
It's going to be spooky.
It's going to be terrifying.
Wait till you see how spooky my house is right now.
I'm going
to turn the light out, and everyone's going to stand there with their pant legs rolled up and no shoes on, no socks on, and then the baby's going to just crawl around. And is that the baby? Don't step on it. Anyways, and he will basically deal with this Ling with 1 red Ling left. It's not a huge deal, but you know what? I want to go back and talk a little bit more about the build that we've seen here from Hero because I am a little bit confused. If you go for the double pylon, I've seen it occasionally. Not recently, but occasionally I've seen it in the past where you go 2 pylons before your Nexus. And that it's always to get extra probes out and just go a later Nexus and have like this really flowing probe production.
Yep.
And the thing is, that kind of got proven not to be as good as just getting the Nexus quicker. So to get it and then still make everything before you make over 18 probes, I'm very confused about exactly why, especially with where he placed the cannon. Because if he was going to place the cannon over on the left side, then yeah, having that pylon over on the right, that's going to help the block a little bit.
Sure.
There's like 6 slings trying to run by or something. Anyways, it's a weird thing that he's done here already. And, well, that's Hero for you, man.
He's got his own way of playing the game.
Yeah.
Unless I'm seeing this, canceled the cannon rush. Unless I'm mistaken, he could theoretically hit the depot there from the upper right side with a ling.
Yeah, I think
so.
you're right.
It doesn't matter because the Zealot's
barely,
out.
barely not.
Maybe.
Those angles are sometimes hard to tell.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, he is going into the Robo. Probably make 2 or 3 observers so that he can take a base and not just randomly lose it because he's too far out of position because the map is so long. Meanwhile, I mean, Curious, he can play much more standard on this map until the late game. Late game, it gets... I think this map actually in a lot of ways is more interesting than other maps late game because it's so big that Broodlord armies are very difficult to use. Because you can't just attack, move across the middle of the map. You know, Protoss has 8 days to walk around you and kill everything and then come back and fight. Because they're just going to be so much quicker than you. Whereas a smaller map like Cloud Kingdom or something, you can kind of like slowly but surely push your way across the map. And
Sure.
Like you can cross all your T's and dot all your I's and stuff. But
And lowercase j's, yeah.
You never disappoint me on that one.
That's not even mine. That's like Wayne's World, man.
Hey, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that.
That's actually you and me, Artosis. We're Wayne and Garth.
No, we're Beavis and Butthead, unfortunately. But anyways, look at this Zealot, man. He's just going through those, parting the Zerglings like they're the Red Sea, but eventually he does go down. Now... anyways.
Nice one, Hamlet.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, so Hero's plan here, trying to figure it out. He has no observers, he's just making Immortal, so based upon what we're seeing here, yeah, this so far looks
Gonna
like...
be an Immortal Sentry?
Yeah, it definitely does look like Immortal Sentry right now, there's no question about that. But in fact, based upon that second gas timing, this looks like Parting's Immortal push with 3 Immortals, and the 3rd Immortal starts. So yeah, this is, right now it's looking very much like Parting's 2-base Immortal all-in, which he just has not lost with. In fact, it's so good that I've started doing it on the ladder, and I have lost 1 game total with it so far. It's like, and I don't do it well yet. I'm bad at it, but I mean, this is super powerful coming out of here.
I'm not really shocked the Hero's going to do something like this.
Yeah.
Because, frankly, guys, this map is really hard when you're Protoss up against a Zerg.
Yeah, in fact, he's even making the gateway wall like Parting does. Now, there's a few things...
Oh, nice. He's hiding the Immortals really, really well.
Yeah.
But then again, he's showing a lot of sentries here.
Now, this isn't... He's not doing it quite as well as Parting. It's really looking like pretty much the same exact build. In fact, everything I can see is the same build, but he's actually moving out like literally a bit later, like a minute later. So that's a little bit of an issue. And Curious has so many lings. This is a good way to try to counteract this. And also, Hero didn't make any Zealots.
He's got a Warp Prism here, too.
You need that Warp Prism with it. And, I mean, it's a very powerful attack. It's just a little bit slow out of Hero compared to Parting.
Well, the problem is that the travel distance on this map is so tremendous.
Yeah.
All right, he's coming up here from behind.
Wow, that is a lot of Zerglings, and that is a lot of Force Heals. And now the Zerglings run away exactly as they should. A lot of Zealots being warped in, but the problem is 1-1's going to finish for Curious. And when he has 1-1 against just +1 from Protoss, when he has this many Lings and Festers on the way, he's actually going to crush this.
Well, the other thing is that it's very clear he's trying to milk out the Force Fields here. And there's almost hardly any Force Fields left over.
The Zealots don't counter the Zerglings so well anymore. They just don't because of the upgrades to the Zerglings. 1-1,
right.
You kidding me?
He's going to keep pushing, but these Spine Crawlers should finish in time if another wave of Lings comes in and stalls for him.
Yeah. He has to be careful. He doesn't want to lose this next group. He needs some more Lings. He's waiting for the Infestors. And with 7 Infestors, he can actually chain Fungal to death all those sentries so easily. At which case it's a hold. And bam, down goes one. And
nice fungal.
Here he comes.
Get ready for another fungal over here. And this means all the sentries are going to die. And I just don't foresee him actually getting in there. And I don't know what the contingency plan is from here, but...
Yeah, no, he's really in trouble. And so much of this, there's no way to actually break the natural or the main. Just no way. He's making even more infestors, even more lings. He has better upgrades. And there's no real backup for Hero here. He just started the +1 armor. And I guess he's going to have to throw down a Twilight if he's going to want to try to transition at all.
All right, it looks like he's going to try to get the third. He could get the third, in all fairness.
Yeah, I think he actually will probably get the third.
Okay, yeah, man, you can see right there, Curious sacks the third, says, nope, I want a refund on those spine crawlers.
The good thing about Harding's Immortal build is no matter how bad you're at it, you're always going to kill the third base.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Well, Curious going across the map with a ton of lings, but he's not going to be able to break it.
Yeah, he's airtight, walled in.
Yeah. Should put some on the depot as well, some of these lings.
Yep.
You just want to kind of right-click on everything.
Probably will force field this pylon at the last second.
You know, he just knows that his natural can't be broken. He has a lot of spines and a lot of infestors, so Hero he's going to have to back up. And notice he has thrown down the Twilight, because that's like the only way you're going to transition out of this properly.
Right.
Oh, that was a cute idea, but he knew that there were sentries out. I mean,
oh, Fungal's so good against Zealots.
Yeah. The infestors really been worth their weight in gold right now. Stopping the sentry drop, holding those Zealots still. And you know what? Now we're at kind of like a much more even place. This has been a very odd game so far for me. But it was good defense by Curious.
I feel like he should have just retreated with the Zealots.
I do too.
I don't know why he. I mean, I know this is harsh, but I don't know why he pissed away all those units.
Yeah, I don't.
Just he could have gotten a third and gotten ahead. Instead, he basically gave those units away in a gift bag.
Yeah, you know that there's infestors up there.
Like
you've already
candy
been
on Halloween.
Ooh. But instead of getting a treat, he got
today.
A trick from Curious.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah.
As you can... Oh. All right, Zerly's coming here, and I don't know if there's quite enough force fields.
Yeah,
especially the infested Terrans. You can see
there's no way he's keeping this, man. Those infested Terrans should clean this all up, and it looks like it will.
Kind of disappointing here from Hero. I mean, this is the second time he's lost. Well, I don't even know what he's doing here. I have no idea what the story with this was. But I guess he wanted to get some infestors, but
yeah, he's trying to pick them off, but just there's too much here.
I feel like Hero. It's not going to be this game much longer. He's desperately... No, you know what? Excuse me.
He held it.
I take it back. I expected more links to come spilling down here.
The problem is he just lost a lot of important units.
Yeah.
In fact, the Archon does end up going down, which is nice. But there's a few things going on here. Curious doesn't have Burrow, so he lost a lot of infestors. He did kill off a lot of sentries. But you know what? It's normalizing a little bit. It's just Curious has such mobility.
It's kind of weird to see a low econ game like this. Well, it's low econ for Whirlwind, I should say.
Yeah, I guess that's a good way to put it.
Being Certoses.
Ooh, I just saw feedback on an infestor.
All right, looks like he wants to try to get in here. This is a very wonky game here.
It is.
It's not your standard PvZ.
You know what's really good about this game, though, for Hero, is that he's going Psystorm. And when you're going Psystorm in like a really kind of, as you said, wonky game like this, Psystorm is, like, I feel like it's a better way to go. You're going to be a little bit more mobile with everything. You can utilize Warp Prisms a lot better when you have Psystorm upgrade. You're more likely to have some more Zealots mixed in, which also combo very well with a Warp Prism. You know, when you have Zealots and get the charge upgrade eventually, and then you also have some Archons and some Psystorm, it's a very scrappy army as opposed to Colossus-based armies where you just get surrounded. If you don't have the perfect composition, you die.
Right.
So I feel like that's, as far as compositions go, I feel like Hero's in a pretty good place.
Looks like we have the Warp Prism coming out here. There's no Spire for Zerg, right?
No.
There's none. All right, that's when the Warp Prism gets scary.
Yeah, that's true. But no, he should be able to get some stuff done with this Warp Prism at least. While Curious is taking another base turn all this.
He could warp in a ton of Zealots over there. Okay, Storm Drop. Yoink.
That's what he's going for. Warping them down there so they have some time to charge up. And actually, there's only a few patches left in the main. He has the potential to kill a lot of drones with the Storm Drop if he goes to the main base.
Yep, the main almost might out. He probably wants to go do it right now, and that's what he's going to do. Meanwhile, we have Hero pushing out to cause a distraction, so that the Storm Drop is not as detectable or not as noticeable as he comes in.
Oh, some beautiful storms going down. Gets a lot right there. 19 kills on one of those High Templars. Wow. Really well done there by
Here we go. Have the drones been transferred? They have.
Yeah,
oh, in the nick of time.
That was really well done by Curious. He's very on top of where his drones are.
Oh, nice. Well, except for these drones, huh? Now turning them around. He's moving in here. The Roaches are going to be quick work at these Zealots. Roach is so strong against Zealots.
But at the same time, he is moving up on the other side of the map with a group of units. It seems like Curious just has too much up there.
He could storm the infested Terrans, I guess. No, he can't do this.
Yeah, this is just not going to work out.
I think all of this is going to die right now.
Yep,
Going to the spawning pool.
Well,
not that impactful.
Will he even get it? I don't even know.
Transfusion on there.
Looks like he won't even kill that.
Well, it's suddenly Heroes lost everything.
Yeah.
Like everything.
He had some good ideas there. I think he was having a hard time telling exactly where he was at in comparison to Curious, because he could have sat back and built up a better army and did just focused a little bit more on harassment while building up that army. But instead, he did overcommit with a few units there. Well, a few units, most of his units, and lost a lot of them. So now Curious maxed out, has a good infestor base.
And the problem here for Hero is that he lost his unit comp. So he's got to start over. There's a perfect balance of Zealot, Stalkers, Immortals, Sentries, Templars, and he's going to have to restart that. Now, it looks like Curious is confident with being maxed out that he can close in here on the third base and end this. We're going to see if that's the case right now.
Well, you know what? He has a lot of Psy Storms that he's thrown down. He's doing a great job with them, but these infested Terrans are going to be an issue because he doesn't have many Psy Storms left.
All right, he's going to be pushing over here towards the third.
Oh, it actually has 3 Psy Storms left. Never mind. He is going to hold. I didn't see those 3 Templars behind.
It's a lot of infestors.
Yeah, and he's actually, his defense is very strong right now. As far as Curious goes, he is going up to Hive. He is getting that Spire.
Looks like the fourth is going to be under attack over here.
Oh, nice move there by Hero. But one thing I got to point out, as he's teching up still and going towards the Broodlords, Hero's going to have a huge army and more mobility.
That is
so he's got to be very careful if he tries to finish with that.
Hero with a massive supply deficit, 133 to the 183 of Curious.
Curious is only at 68 drones, by the way. And that means his economy not what you're used to when you see this type
I'm sorry,
of
I didn't actually. Curious is only at what?
67 drones right now.
Okay, all right.
So it's a little bit lower than you'd be used to a lot of the time. So he's not going to be able to support the Broodlords quite in the same way.
Looks like the fifth is going to be denied here.
Yeah, good harassment going on.
This is the thing about this map, is that it's really hard to actually kill the other guy.
Yes.
But Zerg's always probably going to have a lead.
That's what it seems like. And Hero continuing to do some decent harassment all around here.
Oh, nice storm there.
Oh,
although, you got to kill those drones, not just damage them.
Yeah, he damaged a lot of them.
They're hurting Artosis.
He had a nickel for every hit point he took off those drones, man. He'd be bad at macro.
Yeah. Well, it looks as though Curious is gearing up for another potential attack here. I don't know if this is worth it, though.
Yeah, no, he's making 8 Corruptors, and he's got the Greatest Spire almost done. I feel like this is the one time you don't attack, But he is going to continue to put on some pressure here, and some nice Storms being cast, some nice feedbacks as well, and Force Fields to keep back those infested Terrans. Hero is handling this battle amazingly.
As you can see, the Stalkers, the Immortals holding on, but the Convex here not very good here for Hero. These infested Terrans are continuing to drive back. Hero, then again, he has managed to keep most of his Stalkers alive.
Yeah, and those infested Terrans will just eventually run out here.
Yep. Oh,
and
now
you know what? He's going to catch a lot of infestors, likely. Oh, wait, no, there's still a couple fungals? Nope, all the fungals are gone now. So, you know what? Hero can just target down every infestor.
Unbelievable. Taking out so many infestors here. And the suckers are not worth anything compared to the infestors.
No, killing these infestors off is huge. And now he's gone down to 0 infestors for the time being. Okay, remember what I was saying about how he's making Broodlords and he shouldn't attack right then?
Yeah, of course.
Notice how he attacked then and lost every infestor. Now, if he has these Broodlords plus 20 infestors, he just lost a lot and then made some more. If he has 20 infestors with this Broodlord army, even though Hero wouldn't have lost a big chunk of his army there, Curious would be in a much better spot because the unit composition would be so strong. And he's playing against someone with no Mothership and no Colossi, so it would have been great. But as is, Hero's having a decent chance here because of that.
It's not good here for these Templars. They are not fast.
Yeah, they're pretty slow.
And in fact, I think he's going to lose all his Templars now. Sloppy game, to say the least.
Yeah, it's a little bit crazy. This game kills a lot of the roaches.
Another Storm drop. Any second now. 75. And he dropped that before he had the energy to Storm.
Yeah.
It has it now, but time it did not.
A little overexcited. Well, you know, those Broodlords are going to have to wait until there's a lot more infestors out before they can move across the map again. So, you know, the Hero still has time. I'm surprised he's taken that Nexus. It's easier for him to go up and defend it, but it's so close to the Zerg that the Broodlords are going to get there very quickly.
It looks as though the Broodlords are closing in now. And it looks like Hero's 4th base could be in trouble.
Yeah, it looks like that 4th base very likely to go down here. And he does blink under, and he's going for it.
Nice storms there, and the Queens are out of range to transfuse. But then again, I think there might just be too many infested Terrans. Transfuse is going down. It's only 3 Broodlords, but 3 can be enough in this moment.
Yeah, and it looks like he will be able to get this Nexus. Again, a little bit sloppy there by Curious, but he does pull through. And Hero's down to just 70 supply, and he's only mining from his 3rd base, which, by the way, is getting really low.
Yep. The sand is running out of the hourglass here for Hero.
Yeah, and, well, I mean, those Queens still have a lot of energy. A lot of transfuses going out. GG.
Nicely done there by Curious. I had to say that the Infestor botch was pretty bad.
It was. This was a weird game because that was the Parting Immortal push, but Parting Immortal push normally leaves the base around 8:50 to 9 minutes, and he left around 9:50 to 10 minutes. So being a minute late, Curious had more than enough to actually stop it, which put them both in a really weird spot because of the builds they did and the way that they matched up against each other. So I feel like all the sloppiness in that game was due to them both having a very hard time grasping exactly where they were at in relation to each other.
I think you're right. And then once we got past that point in time where they were already uncomfortable, then you're in a situation where you probably don't normally play games like this anyways, so then it's even harder to feel it out.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to have a player with really good instinct like MVP, for instance.
Yeah,
or
you have
MMA,
to have an ultimate, old school, played a bajillion games, super nerd.
Narcosis or Tasis, if you will. Starcraft 1.
There you go.
There you go. All right. No, but seriously, Curious, I think he could win this. What is the map that
Entombed Valley.
Entombed Valley. Okay.
Not surprised. He has some really good builds on this map. Yeah. You know, he's one of my favorite builds that he's done in recent times against Effort, I believe it was. He took a 3rd base off of 1 gate, then went for an 8-gate attack immediately thereafter. And it's builds like that, and of course there's also like the very quick blink +2 attacks off 3 base, and there's a lot of really cool timings that you can pull off on this map with that quick 3rd. So we'll see which one he wants to do, because I think he's going to go for something like that.
We're going to get this going momentarily, guys. Can Hero come back?
Yeah, there's definitely that possibility.
What map is Curious going to pick? Because I probably would have picked Whirlwind anyways.
You know what? No, I want to see him pick Abyssal City.
Oh yeah, he'll probably do really well in Abyssal City.
I think Abyssal City would not be a bad map for Curious to pick if he loses this.
I think Hero could win though on Abyssal City.
Yeah, he definitely could. Well, Hero's the type of Protoss that can win on any map.
Sure. All right, guys, let's get this going. Hero. Game number 2 up against Curious here at GOMTV.net.